And so I thought, well, my mom and my friends and the rest of my family would like to see me almost every year, if not like all the time. But I was like, excuse me, I want to see all the places.
Well, what if I did that to you? What if I never visited you?
Well, that's different.
No, it's not.
Our relationship is different than my relationship with my...
not really.
No, please don't do that to me. I beg of you. This is Confessions of Coconuts, episode 9. Hi, I'm Coco.
And I'm Cashew.
Hi, Cashew.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah.
Doing good?
Yep. For some reason, I always get really energetic at night. In the daytime, I was like, it's daytime. But then when it's time for like bed, it's like, let's go. And like hops on motorcycle. It's like, vroom, vroom, ready to like run around and do stuff. So...
That's why we do our podcast at nighttime, because you have all the energy in the world.
For some reason.
Aren't you excited for our travel coming up?
Actually, I'm like a little like scared and apprehensive. Like, okay, it's funny because our next trip that we're gonna do is gonna be like late May when school gets out, and we're gonna go to Brazil. We've probably already discussed this. If you guys are like cool, nice listeners who like already listened back, but if we haven't discussed it, then you should still listen back because that's what all the cool people do.
Yeah.
But
well,
we've been there like 2 times.
Well, let me see. Since we were able to travel to Brazil, so it was 2009.
But so how many years have we gone to Brazil? How many times?
So 2009, 2012, 2015, and 2018.
So this will be our 4th time going to Brazil. But I'm still like, oh no, different country. Oh no, different language that I do not understand very well.
Well, you understand Portuguese pretty good.
I understand. I get bits and pieces, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like just speaking it is my main thing. Like, you know, I take Japanese, as most people know, I think. And it's just like, it's easy to read the stuff and listen and to like understand what they're saying. But then speaking it on my own is like really hard. I'm just like, oh, I don't know how to do this. Then I'm going to be surrounded by a bunch of people who don't speak English. And it's just me like, oh no, this is a bad deal. But it's going to be really fun because we're going to go to, like, the Amazon rainforest, and then we're going to go to Jericoacoara, and then, I think we're going to go to Jericoacoara. And then we're going to just go to, like, all the nice places where Coco grew up, etc., that we've been there before, and, I don't know, go to some fast food chain that I really like called Habibi's. Like... I don't know about you. I don't know if you're Brazilian or if you've been to Habibi's, but if you agree, Habibi's is great because they have their own little amusement park.
Well,
I don't care if I'm 15 years old. I still want to go to Habibi's and get on the Ferris wheel.
Well. We're not going to Habibi's this time.
No! Dreams are crushed.
No, we don't eat dairy anymore.
Well, you don't eat dairy.
Yeah.
That's gonna, I feel like traveling is really great, but it's just like, I like traveling, but now all the new rules with our diet and like the increasing, like the creeping spidery veganism that is like creeping into our lives is just like making all travel like unappealing because it's just like, now I can't eat anything because, you know, you go on the cruise and it's really fun, but there are so many things that you can eat on the cruise, but all this stuff is, like, not vegan. So it's like, how is this gonna work? I don't want to go on the cruise if I can't eat all the food. I don't want to go to Brazil if I can't eat all the nice food. You know, it's just like, I'm okay with not eating meat because I haven't done that for, like, bajillion years. But it's just like, it's hard to avoid these kinds of things.
So let me give our listeners a little bit of background. Okay. So... I came to the U.S. when I was about 20 years old. 21. I don't even know how old I was in 2000.
Wow.
So, but I did come to the U.S. in 2000. And whether I was 20 or 21, that was the first time I traveled anywhere in my whole life. When was the first time you traveled?
We went to Texas. That was the first, like, I don't know, maybe it was like actual travel, like on an airplane.
How old were you?
I don't know. I was young. That's all I remember. I don't know when it was. Was it like 2006, 2005? Because P was just born.
Yeah, so you were like 3-ish, maybe 5-ish, 4. Yeah. I guess you started traveling way before me.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Well, so when I came to the US was the first time I traveled. I did go to the beach. I did go to neighbor cities around Fortaleza, which it's the place I am from, Brazil. But I never really traveled like long distance. I don't consider traveling to Chicago like 4 hours long distance.
No.
But I did go to beach cities and all the cities around my city, but traveling for real, the first time was when I came here. And so I really enjoy. It was the first time I traveled and I was like, I just got that travel bug. And I was like, no money, no nothing. I came to the US to be a nanny and I just wanted to travel. And I always had that travel thing inside of me. And I was like, okay, I am going to work hard and I'm going to save my money so I can travel.
So basically just like Jami and Mangala.
That was my idea. But then I don't know what happened and I just decided to do all the things. The travel just got out of my mind. And then Lauren came, then Karen came, and we were also going through like stuff like life, education, housing, and all that. So that was never really a travel time. I did travel once or twice with your father, but because we were so busy, we just couldn't travel as much. Mm-hmm. But I still had that idea. When I grow up, I will travel more. I will work.
The years pass. When I grow up, you're like 60. When I grow up.
Yeah. I kept thinking, I will travel. I will work for traveling. Does that make sense? I will work to travel.
Yeah.
I will work to travel. And, but it didn't really happen back in the day when you were little and P was little. I just couldn't do it. But then, it got to a certain time where I was able to work and then just save money to travel. And I think that's when we started traveling and Texas was your first trip. Mm-hmm. So I basically like, okay, I'm going to work hard and I'm going to have money to travel and maybe once a year or maybe twice a year. I think the most we did was 3 times a year.
Yeah.
But I didn't really have like money saved. I didn't really know how to do finances.
Honestly, does anyone know how to do finances?
I know now. I know now, but
yeah, I guess.
But I didn't know before. So I was like using credit cards and buying whatever. But the funny thing is that I never really had an issue paying the credit cards. So I don't know, did whatever, and I never had a problem paying my bills. I never really did. I paid my bills on time and everything. And we always had the money to travel, mm-hmm. which was great. I love it. And so you started traveling when you were young. And so I thought, all right, let's go visit Brazil. It's been a long time since I saw my family. So we went in 2009. the main reason wasn't that I decided to go every 3 years, wasn't because I didn't love or appreciate my family. It was more to think about, I want to travel to other places as well. I don't want to take a vacation every year to go to Brazil all the time, especially because in the US, it's very hard for you to take vacation time. The companies, most of the time, they give you one week and max 2 weeks if you cry and cry and beg, and they might approve 2 weeks in a row. It's different. In other countries, you take a whole month of vacation, so you can travel anywhere you want. But in the US, it's different. So it's really hard to go far away like Brazil or Europe and only take a week. It's a waste of time.
Yeah, I don't think you can even like go to like one place in a whole week.
Oh like my gosh.
There's like, you're missing so many things. Like you could go to like freaking so Iowa and then not even be able to experience all things in Iowa. And Iowa has nothing. And you could, in a week, you couldn't experience Iowa.
No, you can't. You can't. I mean, it's not even that. It's the price. Like going to Brazil is so expensive.
And then just going there for 1 week would just be a complete waste.
No,
a complete waste of time.
No, you can't. It's just, no. Minimum is 2 weeks. A great time would be a month, but I think I spent 3 weeks in Brazil once. No, I don't know where I went for 3 weeks, and I was like, this is too much. I don't want to stay here for this long. I want to go home. But I think 3 weeks, it's actually pretty good to go to Brazil. But 2 weeks is minimum. But the thing is that it's really expensive to go there. So, I just checked a day ago. It was like $2,600 from Cincinnati. Can you believe $2,600 to go to Brazil from Cincinnati?
And that's one ticket.
One ticket.
That's like, mind blown, shook, quaking, like
crazy.
Every single.
And then listen to this. From Indianapolis is $1,600. It's $1,600. It's $1,000
Why
less.
though?
I don't know why Cincinnati is always more expensive, but it's still. I would not pay $1,600 to go to Brazil. I have a budget.
Oh man, the budget.
No,
Here we go.
No.
Budget.
I'm saying that I do want to talk about the budget, but I'm saying I have a max for what I can pay for a ticket to go to Brazil.
And what is that price?
It's $1,100.
Is that
my
the
max.
most that you've paid before?
I have never paid $1,100 before. I pay like $1,000 some dollars.
Yeah.
But it never went to $1,100 or more than $1,100. I will not pay $1,600 to go to Brazil. And I am sorry, Mom and Dad, but and I love you very much. And you guys are welcome to come here anytime. And I just don't understand. They don't want to come to visit. They want me to go all the time. But if they could come, it would be much easier. But it's just really, really expensive to go down there. And when I have to take care of 3 tickets, it's like, ouch. And then
squirming on the ground as you try to pay for this ticket.
Oh, no. And then plus accommodation.
Yeah, because there's a hotel, and then you gotta get food, and like you want to do activities. You don't want to just walk around the street outside your hotel, be like, so this is what Brazil has to offer. Like, that's lame. Then that's so much money. Then you end up like blowing like thousands of dollars going down there for like short period of time.
Yeah. So yeah, I only go every 3 years, but when we go, we have such a good time. This is the first time though we are going somewhere else.
Other than Fortaleza.
We are going to Fortaleza, though. We were not going.
That made me so mad. Okay, so I really like Fortaleza because I've kind of gotten used to it, like in the rare 3-year spans of time that we go. It's just like you go and I don't know. I'm used to it because like I remember like the places where the things have happened before. There's this one thing that happened. Oh, man. Okay, so we went to this one corner store to buy something. We went to go buy conditioner. That's where we went. And we were by the cashier, and I was, like, breaking some of the chocolate bars, like, while the package was still on. I was like so young when I did this. And then the cashier dude, he caught me. He was like, stop that right now. And I was like, me with my limited Portuguese skills, I just like look at him. And then I'm like, oh, desculpa. And he's like, which just means sorry. And he's like, desculpa também. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I like put back the broken chocolate bars. And then later I'm
Why
like,
didn't you tell me this? I would have
so long ago.
This is the first time you told me this.
I told P like so many times. We've like cackled over this. And then like later we were still looking for conditioner because you were like chatting with your friend or whatever. I don't know who it was. But there's just like this weird scale thing. They're supposed to put like boxes or something. I don't know. But I was standing on the scale. And then he looked at me very disapproving. And I was like, oh my God. So I got off. And then when we left the store, he was watching me through the window. And I'm like, can we please never go to the store again? And I remember 3 years later, I remembered the store. And I was half expecting him to be there. Like, oh my God, it's the dude when he got me picking chocolate bars.
We went to the same one?
No, we passed by on the way to go somewhere.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's like on the way to the McDonald's, you know? Like there's a corner store somewhere around there, like by Habibi's, sort of.
Yeah.
And then I was like half expecting the same dude to be like looking out the window all these years. That one girl who was breaking the chocolate bars that one time.
Oh my gosh, I never knew the story.
It's so bad. I was just...
But it's just like, it's things like that makes the money we spend so worth it. Oh, the memories.
Getting yelled at by some weird cashier dude.
No.
Oh yeah, it was so worth it to be breaking this chocolate bar and getting caught, you know? Good times.
It's just the memories, lovely. Never told me this story.
No, I thought I did, maybe like once, but that's something that happened like the first time we went to Brazil.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Every time we go, we have such a good time. It's just like meeting the family and seeing my friends. I miss them so much. It's just it is just nice to go back. So we are going to. We usually go to Fortaleza, and then P was like, I am sick and tired of going to Fortaleza.
But like, since when she ever has a say in the travel that we go? So then we're gonna go to the Amazon rainforest. And at first I was like, Amazon rainforest? You mean the one with, lions, tigers, and bears? Oh my! It's like...
I don't think there's bears in the Amazon.
I don't know. I wanted to say the thing.
Tropical.
Okay? It's Wizard of Oz. You can't go wrong. But, like the anacondas and, spiders and
spiders,
weird things that you like sinks its fangs and then you just keel over with cardiac arrest.
Piranhas.
Yeah, oh yeah, the piranhas. But all these things are in the Amazon rainforest. I'm like, we're not going to Amazon rainforest. I don't want to die. I have things to do, but it turns out we're not going like deep Amazon rainforest or anything. So like this really nice little like resort, but it's not a resort because it's still like outside, and it's gonna be like so cool, y'all. I can't wait to like take so many pictures and post on the website, be like, yeah, check out our resort that doesn't have Wi-Fi.
No, it's gonna be neat. We are not going to the deep jungle,
but we still can.
We can
go into the jungle, but not deep into the jungle.
Yeah, there are trails that tourists can go. Of course, always accompanied with a guide. But you can't really go into the jungle because
that's stupid at the most blunt.
That and also I don't think a person can just go without authorization because it's just not safe at all. Just
like strolls into the Amazon rainforest. It's like, well, look at here.
Yeah, so I think there is a point where the trail ends. And it's basically no, you can pass through that or go over that limit. So we will go and we will have very good experiences. And so this resort that she's talking about is just basically an eco park type of place where we are staying in the Amazon, but at the border. It's still Manaus.
Kind of by the water.
Yeah, it's by the Amazon River. We are gonna go by boat. Not boat. It's more like what do you call a raft?
A raft?
Is that how? No, what do you call the small little guys that I was talking about the other day?
A canoe?
A canoe. We go by canoe. And it's just going to be so exciting.
We saw so many videos online of these people going to, like, this eco park, and they have all-you-can-eat buffet, which
is the highlight of your day, huh?
Probably, you know? It's like, you guys know me. I'm, like, loving to eat food, even though I, like, happen to accidentally skip meals. But, you know, we're going to go, and there's going to be food and music and lots of people who are tourists that speak English. Hopefully.
You don't know.
I don't know. What I'm going to do, because, you know, it's kind of a shame. I am the daughter of an immigrant. And it's just like, I don't know the language fluently. I know how to say stuff that has to do with food, of course. But I don't know how to say anything else. So I'm going to go, like, a really deep session of Portuguese immersion or something in the month of May. I'm going to try really hard.
She says that every time we go.
I do.
She never does it.
I don't know. It just never works out in my favor.
But the funny thing, though, is when we are there and we are speaking Portuguese the whole time, you guys get it, like, real quick. So if you had, like, a month to go and learn...
Yeah, we always talked about that, going to Brazil, like, for over the summer for 1 month.
But we are going still to visit my family in Fortaleza because... they refuse to go to anywhere. I was like, come to the Amazon.
You gotta bribe them or something.
Come to Manaus. It's something that you're gonna do different. No, we're not going. I was like, I'll pay. No, we're not going. All right, so let's go halfway. Let's meet like in Maranhão. Oh, I have been to Maranhão before. I was like, yeah, but not with me. So
it's like, I am the attraction here, not Maranhão.
Let's go meet halfway. She's like, no, we're not going. You come here. I was like, fine. So we are going all the way, which is going to be fun. So it's going to be just a lot of travel with our little time that is going to be really busy, but it's all good. It's all good. The good thing that this time I do have a real budget. More to come on this topic.
Oh, yes.
But
I mean, oh no, budget. No bueno. I do not like the budget.
Well, but, you know, we kept going. We kept going to Brazil every 3 years. Then we went to other countries. Which other countries do you remember going to?
We haven't really gone like across the globe, which is something that is going to happen soon, I hope. Mm-hmm. And we've gone to a lot of like the Caribbean places because of the cruises. Jamaica. We went to Belize. That was an individual trip that we went to, which was really nice. Lots of mosquitoes, but really nice. And it was, like, nice to see all the locals and stuff.
It was awesome.
Then we've been to, like, Cayman Islands, Aruba. There's some other place. Curaçao. We've been to Mexico.
Mexico, yes. We have been
Cancun?
to Mexico. We have been to Mexico 3 or 4 times. 3 on a cruise and 1
we should go back to stay because that's really nice.
Yeah, it was.
And I don't think we've been anywhere else like out of the U.S. We've been in a lot of places in the U.S. Mm-hmm. But we haven't been in like really anywhere like besides those places that are like, you know.
Yeah, you're right. We're right. We went to. I think you mentioned all the countries that we've been to. Haiti. We went to Haiti twice. And I think that's about it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I've just figured that going up and down in the Americas is more cheap.
Yeah, that's totally true. I feel like that's true.
Going to across the pond, whether I am going east or west, it's just super expensive. So we just go up and down on America's. So for now, that works for my budget, for my pocket. But maybe I told the girls when they grow up, we can go across the pond together and they can all pay their way.
Oh, well, when I'm not exactly all grown up. Because next year, 2019, I'm graduating high school. You know, it's like hyperventilation, probably going to have a seizure. Because it's like, oh my gosh, I am graduating high school, going to go to college. But Coco told me that after I graduate high school, I can go on a senior trip. Because when you go to brick and mortar school, they usually take you to a senior trip. Usually at the old brick and mortar I went to, they went to like Washington or like Disney World. I don't know. But I don't have any of that kind of thing. So she's like, oh, well, I can go and take you somewhere that you'd like to go. So I either have 1 week somewhere domestic in the United States or 2 weeks out of the country. So I don't know where I want to go. I could go to, I was going to originally go to Japan because I was taking Japanese, but now I can't take Japanese anymore. Long story. But
you go if you want to.
I could. But then I could go to like England or Canada I don't know, so many cool places that I could go and see, but I don't know, I have to decide.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
And then also, you're going to go across the pond very soon. Yeah. Tell us about that.
Yeah, for the first time, I am going to Italy. Has been my dream to go to Italy. I don't even know for how long. I am so infatuated with everything related to Italy. I don't know if that has to do with the friends that I have, Italians, because they're so awesome. But I also do love the language. And I love the place because it's so beautiful. Did I say I love the language?
Do you know how to say anything in Italian?
I say ciao a tutti.
Yeah, that's the only thing I remember for all the Italian lessons, like the Italian podcasts that we would listen to in the car.
Yeah, io capisco italiano.
Yeah, I remember that too.
I have to kind of...
Motorino. Remember. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I have to think really hard because I forgot all my lessons, but I need to
do some crash
lessons.
Course in Italian.
Totally. But yeah, that's going to be a dream come true. And God has been so amazing to me that I was able to save my money and pay to go to Italy for my birthday that is coming up in September. So it's going to be a trip that is going to be, oh, wow.
It's going to be so cool. I am not going, of course.
Yeah. So I'm going alone. It's a trip that...
Well, you're going with a friend.
Another milestone, a trip by myself without my girls. I don't go anywhere without them. We have gone to so many places together, and I make sure that every time we do something, we are doing together. But this time I decided that I was going alone until I was talking about going alone on my birthday, not because I'm a loner, but because I wanted to do a solo trip.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I would love to go with you if you want to go. And I thought she was playing with me. And she's like, you going all the way to Italy to go around places with me? And she's like, of course. And I was like,
shook.
Wow.
It's like, oh, what a good friend.
Well, come. This is awesome. So I am not going solo, but she's going with me, which is awesome.
Well, yeah, it's still like a different milestone. It's like traveling with a friend.
I am
for like an extended period of time.
Yeah, and she's the same friend that last year we went on a hiking trip. Another first that I have never gone to a hiking trip before, and I went with her alone. That was another first going on a trip without the girls, and I don't think that it is a pattern that she's trying to make me go along with you guys. It's just,
well,
it
I
just
don't
happened.
mind, you know?
It just happened, so.
I think it's cool that you get to experience these things, you know? Like, I never really was like, oh, I want to go to Italy. I mean, it'd be cool, but I don't have, like, a strong calling. But, like, this is something that you've been wanting to do forever.
I know.
Like, so long, and you're finally going to do it and eat all the nice food and see all the nice architecture and the cathedrals, and you might go and see the Colosseum, which is pretty legit. Send pictures, otherwise I sue.
Yeah, okay, whatever you said. But yeah, I am pretty excited. But anyway, going to Italy in September, then we are going to Brazil. That's it, guys. Can't afford anything else.
Yeah, it's abroad twice in a year.
This year, yeah, so hopefully we still have money to eat.
Oh yeah, this runs out of grocery budget. Oh no, what are we gonna do? At least we're going to Italy later this year. You know, it's like I'll starve for a couple weeks just to go.
God has been pretty good to us. We have been able to be comfortable at home, pay the bills on time, do our vacations and all that. And I was still, you know, paying my bills on time. So I kind of figure, you know, if I have money to pay my bills on time, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
But then one day I went to the library. We are library fans.
Honestly, though,
oh my goodness,
the only place that is good in this tiny little nowhere town, it's the library.
Well, but even though we were not living in here, we always loved the library.
Yeah, we would go to the library all the time. I love to read. I don't do it as much as I used to. Well, I read fan fiction, if that counts. Hopefully that counts. But, you know, library is so cool. And, you know, it's like, who needs to go and buy movies and books? We have the library.
That's right.
Like, come on, guys.
We don't, and I don't think we ever told you this, but in our home, we do not have a TV.
Not anymore, because P broke it.
Well, no. We always had, when we moved to Indiana, okay, when we were in Colorado, there was too much TV watching.
Yeah, we had TV, we had internet.
TV
like,
watching.
when we say TV, we mean cable.
Yeah, the channels. That's what I mean. I'm sorry. We had the TV, the appliance. Is that
yes,
TV
the appliance? I'm pretty sure.
A household item.
Iconic.
We always had the household item
that we called the television.
That we called the TV itself, but again, in Colorado, we had the TV and we had the channels, and it was just too much, you know, too much. People come from work and go straight to the TV, straight to the computer. And when there's free time, everybody's in front of the TV, in front of the computer. So when I came to Indiana, I was like, forget that. No TV and no computer.
It was so long until we had no internet. We had no cable. We didn't have like a TV itself at all. We have the TV stand, but there was no TV on it. And it was the funniest thing. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, it was like
and
primitive.
It was all by choice.
Yeah. Well, this was all Coco's idea. I was like, well, we just moved from Colorado and we had a TV. Why can't we get one now? I remember the first time when she actually bought a TV for like God knows what reason. And she's like, oh, let's go to Walmart and buy a TV. And I'm like, okay. I don't know how many months after we moved. It was like a solid.
It was a long time.
It didn't have a TV for like a year.
Yeah. We were watching movies on a computer, I think.
I don't know if we even watched movies. We did. It was on the computer. Yeah.
It was on a computer.
The old dinosaur computer from like 2010.
I don't know what brought us the whole idea of buying a TV, but we did go buy a TV. But so we had the TV to watch movies, but
like to play the Wii and stuff.
Play the Wii, but we didn't. I never got channels.
And then we still didn't have internet. We didn't have internet until very, very recently.
We never got internet. So until
I started online school.
Do in school.
And that was like last year. So, like, we've just now had internet. Like, before, I would have had, like, no online friends because we had TV, we had computers, but we didn't have internet or channels. We didn't really do anything. So
well, we did. We talked to one another. We had relationship. We danced every Friday.
Oh yeah, we had dance party. That was hilarious.
It was so much fun. We had a real family connection without all the distractions. We read. Oh my gosh, I remember taking a picture of all you guys sitting on the couch, all reading a book, and I was like, oh, that's just so amazing.
Oh my gosh. And like still to this day we do not have channels. No. Well, for like we don't have channels, like honestly, I never actually saw the point of having like now that I like think about having TV, like what's the point of having TV?
Yeah, no
like
point.
We want to go over to like one of Coco's friends' house sometimes. They're like kind of rich. So they have like bajillion channels on their TV. I'm like, why do you even need like 1,000+ channels? Like, only thing I'd be watching would be Food Network. And like, can I just buy Food Network? Is like that an option? Yeah. I mean, like, we don't have a TV now because somebody sprayed wasp killer on it by accident, and now we don't. The TV's broke. But that's cool. It's like not like anyone used it anyway. It's just like now we watch movies back on the computer again, just like old times.
Yeah. And it's funny because the other day we were all sitting in bed watching a movie on a computer, and P said, oh, this is so cozy, all together watching a movie. It's better than all spread out on the big couch. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad having no TV because it's just like how it was before, you know? I'm probably, when I get older, I'm probably never gonna get like TV service, like cable. I'll probably have like a TV, or I probably won't even buy a TV. I'll just like use my computer because nowadays you can just do everything on the computer.
But think about it, like if based on a lifestyle that we have, we will never have time to watch TV if we had it.
Like what would we even do? It's like what is even on TV anymore? No, like I don't even know.
Think about it. We're gonna have to stop something to go watch TV because we are always doing something else rather than watching TV.
Honestly, yeah, we wouldn't have like doing like podcasts and doing like school or like work or life. You know, just going places. Like where are you gonna watch TV? It's like. And I don't want to have to like go through the struggle of having to tune in every day at 9 p.m. Central to like catch with my favorite show. It's just like too much work. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, but you know, the library has provided us with all the resources we needed, actually. We can go to the library to get movies, we can get audiobooks, we can get books, and we can get CDs. So we go to the library a lot. And one of the trips, I found this book about Dave Ramsey, Money Makeover.
Yeah.
That's what the name of the book, I
Total
think.
Money Makeover.
Total Money Makeover. I was fascinated with it.
She was reading that book for like 2 months. She like kept renewing and like I'm pretty sure she like accumulated fines and stuff. For a while I thought that she owned the thing. I was like, did you buy that? She's like, oh no, just forgot to renew, you know. But
I think by all the fees that I pay, I could have bought the book myself.
Honestly. But, like, she already has all her notes written down. She's like, now, okay, so often I talk about the budget in a very cynical tone. I do not like the budget, like, 75% of the time. But the thing is, it's just like, I don't know. Okay, so now, like, Coco, she has her budget, and she has, like, all her, like, debt almost paid off, like, all her cards, and, like, she's, like, doing all this stuff, like, and it's like, she's all really happy about the finances. And it's just like, she's happy. I am happy too. That's great. And it's like, sometimes she's like, well, can I go to insert place here with my friend? No, it's not on the budget. We have no money. I'm just like, come on. I want to go to the theater. Is that a crime? $10? Well, if you want to go to the theater, you got to take $10 out of something else. What are you willing to sacrifice? And it's like, I don't know. I don't want to like take it out of food. How about clothes?
Yes, every single cent is counted for. So the way he said you have to do is you get your paycheck and you basically spread the whole thing across the board. Every single thing needs to be included. So if something is missing, you're going to have to take from something to put that into place. And with all the strategies that he teaches in the book, you were able to pay your debt on time. You save money for emergency. You start investing. You pay the house down.
Oh yeah, investing.
It goes on and on.
She told me that when she pays off all her debt, and she's like so close to paying off her debt, she only has like $3,000 left in debt. And when she pays it all off, she's gonna have like no debt whatsoever. And that's like, cool, you're debt free. You know, what's her name? Susie Orman. She'd be like, approved. Because I don't know if anybody else has watched Susie Orman as a kid, but that's like, you like me, I did not watch Disney Channel. I watched Susie Orman.
That's right.
Okay? Like, get on my level. It's just, once she gets all her debt paid off, she said she's going to invest in the stock market. So it's like, how cool is that? Like, my mom is like so cool. Like, what is this?
Did not.
I'll never get over that. I don't even know if her show is on TV anymore.
Yeah, we don't have. I think it's on MSNBC or CNBC. I don't even know because I don't have the channel.
Yeah, same.
When we did, it was so entertaining.
It was just her. I don't like literally only watch. I don't know. I was like 9 or like 10 years old, and so I was just watching her like, D9, you have debt on your boat. I'm not giving you a loan. Then we watched like Shark Tank, and then we'd watch Chopped, and there was one show called like Amazing Race. Remember we would watch that all the time. It was after 60 Minutes, and
that was watching Amazing Race would even sparkle even more
the travel,
wishing to travel anyway. But the budget, though, yes, the budget has the exactly amount that we can save every month and put aside for traveling. So it's good. But, you know, my mantra before was that I will work to travel. Mm-hmm. That's what I do. Since I started my budget, which was May last year, I don't work to travel. I don't work to travel any longer. I do love to travel, but I will travel if I am able. I work to be able to have a better future for me and my girls, because the reason why I'm doing all this is them. It's not me. Maybe when they grow, they are going to have amazing careers, that they are not going to need anything that I leave behind. But as of now, I'm doing all this sacrifice because, as Ramsey said, you live like no one else today, so you can live like no one else tomorrow.
I've heard that so many times. Oh man, it's like ingrained in my head.
Yeah, so because we have the budget and this household is a single income household, we have limited resources for everything. So we have to think of different ways to kind of do things. And sometimes, though, there is just not enough resources left for what we need to do because we have a budget. And it's just, it is, you know, guys.
Literally the struggle. Okay, so earlier this month is prom, right? And then I wanted to register for the SAT. And she's like, we don't have money to get both $25 prom tickets and $46. No, what is it? 46 or is it $60 for prom, for SAT?
But the funny thing, though,
we don't have money for that, so we have to split it up for different months, and you're gonna have to take the SAT later. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, well, darn it. So.
But the funny thing, you might think that $25 is nothing. You might have enough to spend $25 just like, I don't know, on your lunchtime, but we can't. We just can't. So little things like that accumulate here and there, and it just basically breaks the budget for the month. So we thought of ideas to creative ideas that we can generate income by not breaking the budget, and by doing some type of work that can help. I don't know.
Just help us be able to afford more things. Like, neuter our cat, which is something important that we have to do.
Yeah, we have lists of things that we need to do, but it's just that we need to find a time that is better for our budget. So everything that we do have money separated for that specific activity. And unfortunately, I never saved to neuter Ren because I never thought of having Ren in the first place. He just showed up.
We're going to talk about him someday. The kid is wild, I'm telling you. Well, literally, he is wild.
I love him, though. So what we're going to do, basically, we are going to open a webpage on our website that it's called Donate. I guess that's what we're going to do for now. Mm-hmm. So if people are inclined to donate, I don't know, $1,
you know, $1 a day. You know, have you ever seen those ads on YouTube? You can support the starving children. This kind of applies.
There's no starving children here, thank God. But there is a child called Cashew that she needs, according to her, she needs to do things that I am not able to do at the moment because of our situation. So, yeah. So the things that Cashew would love to do would be to go to a theater camp in the summertime, and it's very expensive.
It's $1,000.
I just don't have that.
We don't.
To send her. College, she would love to go to college, but I did not save for college for her. My mentality was that, you know, I had to put myself through college, and if you want to go to college, you will do the same. And after I came to the US, and also my Brazilian mentality where all the universities are free and you just have to work really hard to pass the exams and you are at a free university, that didn't come to the US as
realizing that you got to pay thousands and thousands of dollars to go to college.
We had this conversation before, and she's going to have to figure out. So if there's no scholarships, we are just going to have to.
I'm not going to college. We'll just go to community college, even though I don't want to do that.
And we're just going to have to figure out something, in state and Gary Vee also said, who needs college when you can just have experience?
Well, still, I want to go to college and have the experience.
I know.
So, yeah, it's just like, if you like what we do, if you like hearing us blab and talk about me breaking chocolate bars and getting caught by the cashier man, it's like if you like hearing about us, like looking at our Instagram, it's like, maybe you could consider like donating a little money because like we need like lots of stuff to like do more of the podcast,
content, time, and the time for the podcast. Sometimes it's very entertaining. We enjoy very much, but it does take a little time and money. I have spent some change to bring everything up and promote and keep on going, so you guys keep on enjoying. And content generation, that is also require money, and I don't mind because it was an idea that we had together to start the podcast. But if you would like to see more and more great content, we would love to receive your assistance, your financial assistance, if possible. We will put the page up. There is always ads. If we don't get
ads. That's cool. It's like, now we're just going to guilt trip you into it. You don't like seeing the ads? Then you better donate.
Oh my gosh. Google knocked on my door and say, hey girl, want some ads?
Like that Ryan Gosling. It's like, the Ryan Gosling meme is like, hey girl.
Yes, that was Google knocking on my door. Hey girl, want some ads?
Opens trench coat and like all the pockets are filled with ads.
Opens trench coat.
Stop!
Hey guys, as always, it's awesome to talk to you guys. to just share and confess here with you. So if you love what we do, review us on iTunes.
Yes, please rate and review. Tell us what you think. Maybe leave a nice review, nice rating.
Yes, we
help
are
us
loving.
Get started.
We are loving that you're listening. We see it. We appreciate it. Send us notes. Send some love, and we are here to answer any question you might have, in case you have any. So, ta-ta for now.
Bye.